So, grüezi, bonjour, buongiorno. That's about the ways Swiss people can greet you. And I'm Victor from SenSwiss, and I will tell you about the method we use to detect vancomycin. So I think that by now you know that dosing vancomycin is really critical for the treatment. But I mean, surprisingly enough, in a lot of cases it is not done properly, or it's done in a stage of the treatment that is a bit late for us. And because of inefficiency, toxicity, resistance, increase for bacteria, you have longer treatments. And this means costs for patients, hospitals, insurance companies, and governments. And so we went at the source of this problem. And I think that right now, by outsourcing the tests, in external labs, this creates a lot of delays. And also because of the many actors involved, to errors that actually prevents doctors from having an appropriate dosing at the appropriate time. So what we need is actually to place the solution in the hands of the doctors and nurses and allow them to monitor vancomycin whenever they need. And if time and money have been invested to actually miniaturize, a vacuum cleaner in a shoe, why can we not miniaturize a vancomycin monitorer? And actually that's what we did, and we created Heidi. That is a cute medical device that is actually the simplest way you could possibly think to measure vancomycin. Thanks to a great business partnership we have a smart microfluidic technology that from a tiny drop of blood filters the plasma, and then the nurse just puts it in the machine, and within 2 minutes, Heidi gives you a very reliable result. And compared to the big analyzer that costs a lot of money, how much would you pay for our solution? Any number? No? 2,000? Well, it's too much because it's free. We aim at distributing our devices in hospital for free because there should be no barrier for them to integrate our solution and provide better healthcare. So it's not a great revenue model, I agree. So that's why we will sell the tests. And instead of 3.5 euros, it will be only 19 euros. Yeah, it's not a great advantage, I know. But if you think about it, like our solution is actually greatly reducing the manpower time. And that's why this is the final results. And actually a test in Europe is around 25 and 30 euros. So instead of saying, yeah, our test is 19 euro to the hospital, we say, you can sell your test to patients to 23.5 euros instead of 30. So let's take a step back and see the outcome for a hospital. Let's take one hospital for 1 year. So quicker monitoring means better healthcare. And we aim at saving, on average, 1 out of the 15 hospitalization days for vancomycin treatments. Our solution is 6 euro cheaper for a test, and we save 35 minutes of work. And this means for one hospital over 1 year, 750,000 euros saved, shared by patients, insurance companies, and hospitals. And what about our company? We aim after 2 years post-sale, I think the layout had a problem. We aim at covering the 7 million euro investment we need pre-sales within 2 years of sales, and by year 5, we aim at generating an annual profit of 38 million euros per year. And this thriving activity is an incentive for us to tackle the next challenges of point of care, such as aminoglycoside antibiotics or anti-epileptic drugs. And if you want to tackle those challenges with us, choose SenSwiss and make the sensible choice. Thank you. We'll take your questions now.
The hospital staff that it's worthy to invest, look on the test, and cover up with the staff costs?
Yeah, so our argument is mainly about the time that they're saving for the nurse. So right now, since you need an analyzer, you need a lab staff that process, you need the nurse as well, you're losing a lot of time. And we're not saying that this time is lost. I mean, they're not going to have free time, but hospitals tend to be crowded those days, and this is time that could be invested for other patients. So we say that we increase the throughput of the hospitals. And we also want to share, like those 750,000 euros we save per year in a hospital. That's also a number that we want to share to convince them to adopt our method.
Any other questions?
You mean in the revenues? The profit? Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain the aggressive business forecast? Because in year 5 you already had to set.
Yes. Okay. So the rise is due to 2 things. Since we are distributing the devices for free, we allowed ourselves to think that the penetration in the market can be fast in our case. for us, penetration in market and having hospitals to integrate our machine was key. And the second thing that I didn't mention, because it's a lot of information, is that we start with Europe, and within year 1, we also launch in the US. And US is actually a bigger market. So as soon as we enter in the US around year 2, actually, we think of a bigger growth because we are entering a large market like the US. I don't know if it answers your questions. So, excuse me? Yes. Yes. Yes, you need to be, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.